What is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby is painting.
How often do you engage in your hobby?
I try to engage in my hobby at least once a week.
What do you enjoy about your hobby?
I enjoy the creative outlet and the sense of relaxation it brings.
Have you ever tried any other hobbies?
Yes, I have tried gardening and photography in the past.
Do you prefer indoor or outdoor hobbies?
I prefer indoor hobbies because I enjoy activities that allow me to be creative.
What materials or equipment do you need for your hobby?
For my hobby of painting, I need paintbrushes, canvases, and paints.
How did you develop an interest in your hobby?
I developed an interest in painting after taking an art class in school.
Do you participate in your hobby alone or with others?
I mostly engage in my hobby alone, but sometimes I join painting workshops with others.
Is your hobby expensive?
It can be, depending on the materials and equipment you choose.
Can you make money from your hobby?
Yes, some people can make money from their hobbies by selling their creations or offering classes.
What is the most challenging aspect of your hobby?
The most challenging aspect of painting for me is achieving the desired level of detail in my artwork.
How do you find time for your hobby?
I make time for my hobby by setting aside specific hours during the week dedicated to painting.
Have you ever considered turning your hobby into a career?
While I enjoy my hobby, I prefer to keep it as a personal pursuit rather than turning it into a career.
Do you have any favorite artists or inspirations related to your hobby?
Yes, I find inspiration from artists like Vincent van Gogh and Georgia O'Keeffe.
Have you ever exhibited or showcased your hobby in public?
Yes, I have participated in several local art exhibitions to showcase my paintings.
What advice would you give to someone starting with your hobby?
Start with basic supplies, practice regularly, and don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes.
Does your hobby require any specific physical abilities or skills?
Painting doesn't require any specific physical abilities, but having a steady hand can be helpful.
Do you collect anything related to your hobby?
Yes, I collect art books and magazines to learn more about different painting techniques.
Can you recommend any beginner-friendly resources for learning about your hobby?
Online tutorials and instructional videos are great resources for beginners in painting.
Do you have any future goals or aspirations related to your hobby?
I would like to improve my skills and create a personal gallery of my artwork.
Have you ever taken any classes or workshops to enhance your hobby?
Yes, I have taken painting classes and attended workshops to learn new techniques.
Does your hobby help you relieve stress?
Yes, painting helps me relax and unwind after a long day.
Are there any famous paintings you would love to recreate?
I would love to recreate Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh.
How do you stay motivated to continue your hobby?
I set goals for myself, seek inspiration from other artists, and reward myself for achieving milestones.
Do you share your hobby with your friends or family?
Yes, I often gift my paintings to friends and family members.
Have you ever faced any challenges or obstacles while pursuing your hobby?
Yes, there have been times when I experienced artist's block or felt unmotivated.
Have you ever tried combining your hobby with other interests?
Yes, I have combined painting with my love for nature by creating landscape paintings.
How do you choose the subjects or themes for your artwork?
I choose subjects that resonate with me emotionally or visually appeal to me.
Do you follow any online communities or forums related to your hobby?
Yes, I am part of an online art community where we share our work and provide feedback to each other.
What is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby is reading books.
How often do you engage in your hobby?
I try to read every day, even if it's just for a few minutes.
What do you enjoy about your hobby?
I love how reading transports me to different worlds and allows me to explore new ideas and perspectives.
Have you ever tried any other hobbies?
Yes, I have tried photography and playing the guitar in the past.
Do you prefer fiction or nonfiction books?
I enjoy both, but I lean more towards fiction because I find it more immersive.
Where do you usually read?
I enjoy reading in cozy spots like my bed or a comfortable armchair.
Do you borrow books from libraries or buy them?
I do a bit of both. I borrow books from the library, but I also buy books that I know I'll want to keep and
Do you
reread.
prefer physical books or ebooks?
I prefer physical books because I enjoy the tactile experience of flipping through the pages.
Who is your favorite author?
It's difficult to pick just one, but I really admire the works of Jane Austen.
What genre of books do you enjoy the most?
I'm particularly fond of fantasy and historical fiction.
Have you ever joined a book club?
Yes, I have been part of a book club where we meet once a month to discuss our chosen book.
Do you keep track of the books you've read?
Yes, I maintain a reading journal where I write down the titles and my thoughts on each book.
Do you like to recommend books to others?
Absolutely. I love sharing my favorite books with friends and recommending new reads.
Have you ever attended a book signing or author event?
Yes, I have attended a few book signings and author events, and it's always exciting to meet the authors in person.
Do you prefer reading in silence or with background music?
I prefer reading in silence as it allows me to fully immerse myself in the story.
Are you a fast reader?
I would say I'm an average reader. I like to take my time and savor the words.
Do you have a favorite reading spot?
Yes, I have a cozy corner in my living room with a comfortable chair and a side table for my books.
Do you read books in multiple languages?
I primarily read books in English, but I also enjoy reading books in my native language.
Do you write book reviews?
Occasionally, I write book reviews and share them on my personal blog or on book review websites.
Have you ever been inspired to write your own stories after reading?
Yes, reading often sparks my imagination, and I sometimes write my own short stories.
Do you like to read before bed?
Yes, reading before bed helps me relax and unwind.